Hello and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. My name is Joris and today I am here with the update of our ETF portfolio, and as you can see we finally breached the 3,600 Swiss francs per year in dividends marker. So that's a really big deal for my wife and I, so we are really happy about that. We are also working a lot in our house here in Switzerland, and yeah, we are trying to save a lot of money like that, and we keep on investing in our portfolio as well. So this month again we invested 900 Swiss francs. We started with 300 euros per month in 2016, so that's already a long time ago, but now we receive more than 300 Swiss francs per month from our ETF portfolio. It's worth right now 92,133.18 Swiss francs. But you know, that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is the dividends that we receive from it month after month. And we keep investing, and hopefully one day it will reach 100,000 Swiss francs, but that's not the main focus. The main focus is increasing the dividends. And speaking about dividends, I always go over the dividends that we received in the past month. So once again, XYLF, our covered call income ETF, gave us 0.151043 US dollar per share, meaning we received 35.65 US dollar. Those US dollars are going to go towards EMHD, and this month we also received a dividend from EMHD, meaning we received 21.74 US dollar from EMHD. And we are also approaching again a total of 500 US dollar, or almost 500 US dollar, on our account on the Swiss code. And when we are around that amount, you know that we are going to buy another tranche of EMHD. So normally after we received VHYL, because they still haven't paid out the dividend yet, I will give an update video on buying another share of another part of EMHD. We also received a dividend from GLDV, and these are paying out in euros, so 0.451 euro per share, and we have 420 shares of GLDV, so in total we received 189.42 euros. And you also know that those euros are going towards FLXD, and it happened this month as well that FLXD paid us 0.7591 euros per share. We have 252 shares of FLXD, so in total we received 191.29 euros. You know, we didn't had a lot of euros on our Swissquote account, but with 189 and 191 euros, we are again approaching at least 500 euros. And you will see later in this video, SDGPX is going to pay a huge dividend in July. So when that happens, we are going to invest another tranche of our dividends into FLXT. But more on that later. And of course, this month again, we bought for around 900 Swiss francs, because that's what we invest monthly. And yeah, already for a couple of years, in fact, since the end of 2023, we started investing 900 Swiss francs per month. And yeah, we bought 28 pieces at a price of 31.46 Swiss francs. That's the highest price that it has been that we bought it at. Since then, it increased to 31.75. So we are already in the green for this buy as well. So that's pretty nice. And yeah, in total, it cost us 890.07. And I have to say that it really annoys me that Swissquote is constantly increasing this number, 0.88, they are rounding it up to 90. It's only 2 cents, but the tax it's 1.32, and they don't round that down. The costs, they don't round it down to 5 or 0. They keep the 2, and then you have to pay 890.07. Without the 2 cents added, I needed to pay 890.05 Swiss francs. So I really dislike the fact that Swissquote is taking away 2 cents of my money all the time. It happened a lot of times already in the past few months that they just add 2 cents, 3 cents to my buying total, even though 0.88 it's an electronic transaction. So why do they need to add the 2 cents? I really hate it. So if you are like me, comment in the comment section down below and say that you don't like it as well, and maybe we should start bugging Swissquote with this fact that they shouldn't do this, because it's really, really, really annoying. Maybe a lot of people that earn a lot more money than me and invest a lot more money than us, they don't care about the 2 cents, but for me 2 cents is a lot of money. Every little bit counts, and yeah, 2 cents, I really hate it. It happens in the Coop as well. When I go and buy there, they round it up, they round it down. So sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but here it's really annoying. It's the same with the dividends. Every time when I calculate it, I need to have 31, but I receive 30. I need to have 32, but I receive 30. I need to receive 34. I don't receive 35. I receive 30. Why is that? I really don't like it, but yeah. Here is the overview of our ETF portfolio. So with 28 pieces of GLDV added, now we have 463 shares of GLDV with a price of 31.75 right now. So it's an increase of 1.225 Swiss francs per share, which is enormous. VHYL as well, 1.73 Swiss francs up compared to last month. LDG only up 0.062 Swiss francs, but they paid a nice dividend this month, so I can't complain at all. FLXD down 1.625 euros this this month. That's really huge. But I don't dislike it, but because normally on the 15th of July I will buy more of FLXD, and when I can buy more when the price is lower, I don't mind at all. Okay, when the price goes up, we are going to buy it anyway, but yeah, it would be nice if it remains at this price for at least 2.5 weeks longer. The same for EMHD. Last month it was down already more than $1, and now again it's down more than $1, and now the price is $27.975. So hopefully when VHYL pays out their dividend, I haven't found even on the site of Vanguard when they are going to pay the dividend out VHYL. So it really annoys me, but they are up 1.73 Swiss francs, even though they already went ex-dividends. So that's, yeah, VHL is actually performing excellently. So I can't complain about that, but Vanguard should really be on point on reporting their dividends. And EMHD, $27.975 per share. That will be really nice if I can buy more shares, extra shares at a price lower than $28 per share. And yeah, hopefully it's the case. So I'm hoping that the money comes soon, and then you will get an update video from me as well on that part. So you see a lot of green, even though SDGPX is down 3 cents. So not a lot, luckily, but because the euro became stronger, and also the US dollar became stronger. Here you see that we are still in the green, and yeah, unfortunately FLXD went down quite significantly, of course, as well with the dividend that they paid out. It went off the price as well, but they didn't pay out 1.625 euros. You already saw that, of course. And EMHD is in the red as well, but overall we are big time in the green. So the previous month we were on 90,165.25 Swiss francs. So now with 28 stocks of GLDV extra, now we are at 92,133.18 Swiss francs, and we invested new money 880.90 Swiss francs without costs. And that means a plus of 1,087.03 Swiss francs, or up 1.21%. So again, we are up, and I'm not setting our goal at 110k. So 100,000 Swiss francs, that's not our focus. We focus on dividends. I already said it in the beginning of the video. And yeah, it's always possible that there comes a crash and then we tumble down to maybe 75,000 Swiss francs. And then the main focus should remain on the dividends. And as long as the dividends go up slightly and slowly, we are happy. The price, it can fluctuate enormously. Yeah, the last few months, actually the last 3 years, it's been up with some exceptions. With sometimes when Trump announces something, we tumble down for 5-6%, but we always recover quite fast, and then we are up and up and up again. So yeah, the focus needs to be on the dividends. And we also received 4 dividends this month. You already saw them. So with XYLF, we are up 28.38 Swiss francs, EMHD 17.47 Swiss francs, LDG 175.35 Swiss francs, and FLXD a little bit more, 176.77 Swiss francs. So in total, we are up this month 1,485.01 Swiss francs, and that is a plus of 1.65%, which is still more than you receive on the bank accounts, your saving accounts here on the Swiss banking systems, where for UBS we receive 0%. For the Bundessparkasse you have 0.25%, which isn't bad compared to other banks. And then you have the total dollar amount on our Swiss quote account is now $365.09. So it's with 307.7 from the previous month, plus 35.65 and 21.74. And normally from VHYL we will receive $110.23 extra. This means that we will be able to invest $475 towards EMHD. So hopefully you will get an update video from me soon about our dollar snowball. The total euro amount on our Swiss quote account is 387.89 euros. So that's the 6.88 that we had together with the dividends from LGG and FLXD. And look at this, the predicted future dividends. Of course, because of the conversion rates that went up, because the dollar and the euro became a little bit stronger compared to the Swiss francs. And also our trailing 12 months per dividend, you already see SGPX is also in the green. You will see that on the next slide. And GLDV with extra shares, but not with a change in the announced trailing 12 months dividend. But VHYL in the green slightly. LDG also in the green. FNXD also up compared to last year. XYLF also up compared to last year. And finally, because the previous few months it was always in the red, so now it's going up slightly again, but still red for the year. And EMHD, yeah, nicely in the green actually, with $1.4057 per share that we received there in the past 12 months. And yeah, the total Swiss francs, it's all in the green, so this results in 3,706.13 Swiss francs yearly that we can expect next year, which is phenomenally. So it took a while, but because of the conversion rate going up and also the announcements of the dividends, certainly from SGGPX as well, yeah, our yearly expected dividend went up enormously, and we finally breached the 3,600 marker. And monthly, we can expect now to receive 308.84 Swiss francs. And in 2025, we received in total 3,141.02 Swiss francs. And in 2026, so far, we have received 1,366.07 Swiss francs, which is not bad at all. We are on track to breach the level that we had in 2025 for sure. And the dividends for July, so XYLF still not announced yet. Hopefully it's more than $0.142691 per share. And SGGPX on the 15th of July, we will receive 0.674846 euros per share, which is about 10 euro cents more than last year in the same month, which makes up already the difference that we had in the previous two dividends that got paid out this year. So we are for sure in the green already with SGGPX compared to last year. So hopefully then in October they announce also a slightly higher dividend, and then once again SGGPX is up for the year again in dividends paid out per share. And this means that our 387.89 euros will become 948.83 euros more because we have 1,406 shares of SGPX. So I will be able to invest 1,336.72 euros into FLXD. And maybe you're wondering, hey, FLXD, that was supposed to be 7% of your portfolio and LDG 10%. And if you look at the numbers, so you can wind back or go back to the section where you can see the amounts that we have invested into FLXD and LDG. So it's actually the other way around. We have 10% in FLXD right now and 7% in LDG. And my wife and I, we are going to change our allocations to FLXD towards 12% and 5% to LDG in the long term, just because LDG doesn't have that good of a distribution of dividend payments because it is complete Europe, and in Europe you have too many companies paying out one time a year. So you have the dividend in June, which is quite high, but then the next three are, yeah, they are subpar, and you get a little amount in those 3 quarters. So with FLXD, it's way better. Still, in June, you get way more than in the other months, but it's more, yeah, it's more equal because you have some companies of the UK that pay out a dividend 4 times a year, and this makes a huge difference. So if we look at the final overview for this video, so we invested 890.07 Swiss francs with costs. So that's new money. So it's a little bit less than 10 Swiss francs are left, and that's left because we need to pay our custody fees on Swissquote. So they are not only taking the 2 cents, but they still have their custody fees. That's actually cutting a lot into our amount because yeah, with the amount that we have for our kids, because we also invest 300 Swiss francs per month for our kids into CHDVD, you know that. So we have to pay rather high custody fees. So that's also a thing that I need to discuss once. What I hate about custody fees on Swissquote. But yeah, enough about that. I need to continue with this video. So the future yearly dividends now are 3,706.13 Swiss francs per year, and that's plus 274.52 Swiss francs. So it's a huge difference, but mainly due to the fact that SDGPX announced a big increase, and also our currencies got stronger compared to the Swiss francs. And now we earn more per per month in Swiss francs than when we started investing in 2016. So 10 years ago, we started with 300 euros per month, and now we are at 308.84 Swiss francs that we can expect per month from our dividend portfolio. Next goal is now the 330 Swiss francs per month marker. So it's not 350, that's going to take way too long. When the currencies go down again, it can be that we drop below 300 again. So it's all possible. But I always say the first time that you breach a marker, you should celebrate, and that's what my wife and I did in the yeah, this weekend a bit. Not enormously. We bought some fries, and that's it. We are still a bit cheap, but that's okay as well. Past month, we are up 1,485.01, and that's still a plus of 1.65%. And if you look at our total portfolio worth, it's 92,133.18 Swiss francs. I can go to our Getquin ETF Portfolio. There it's 92,121.78 Swiss francs. But you know that it always goes on after the closing time of the stock market. So 17:35, that's the real close of the stock markets. And then it goes on with the predictions of the stock market price. And it wasn't a great day actually on Friday because there was a lot in the red. Only GLDV was up, so here it's ZPRG, but it's GLDV for me. And yeah, there it was up. All the rest was in the red, and yeah, we are already up with this portfolio 24,317.70 Swiss francs. So that's the total return, which is yeah enormously great. And in 2027, it's already saying that we will breach the 4,000 Swiss francs marker. So that will be a huge limit to breach as well for real in my calculations. But here you can already see that we breach the marker for 4,000 Swiss francs in 2027. So when you look at our dividend yield, we are once again up above 4% because of the rise with SDGPX and also with the currency increases. The yield on cost is momentarily 4.85%. And then when we calculate only on our own invested money, and you already saw that 24,000 of the 92,000 are actually increases because of price increases and the dividends that we received. So there it is 5.83%, which is incredible. And I will say it a lot in the beginning. It goes slowly, but then it goes faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. You just have to continue and stay consistent. And with that being said, thank you for watching this one. See you on the next video on my YouTube channel. I will try to make the U portfolio update as soon as possible this evening still. and then post that one tomorrow morning. So see you on that one, and bye.